I'm glad you could join me today because today we're actually starting a 6-part series of techniques that can actually change your life, everywhere from your mood to your mental state to your health in general. These techniques work. They will help you improve your every day-to-day life. So sit back, relax, and let's get started. What's going on, guys? It's Marcus here with Discover Ignite, and today we're actually starting the first video of a 6-part series of techniques that can change your life. Now, the particular techniques I am sharing with you guys today are techniques that will actually dramatically improve your life, right? They are daily techniques that once you implement every day, every week, every month, every year, you will notice a slow progression, but a consistent progression to the life that you want to live. If you feel like you have a lot of anxiety, or you feel like you're depressed, or you feel like you have a lack of motivation, or you feel like you're just not healthy enough, right? Or maybe your mindset is not where you want it to be, these techniques will help that. These techniques will help combat that and help you improve your life to where you want to be. Now, how will these techniques actually help you? And this is a great starting point, because a lot of times we just try to address symptoms that we have. We never actually look at the root cause of those symptoms, right? Because you can temporarily patch that symptom and you find that maybe later on down the road that symptom will come back. But how can we combat that from, ever returning, right? We want to get rid of these symptoms permanently, right? So that's where these techniques come in. They help permanently address the root cause and help us, from anxiety, help us from depression, help us from lack of motivation. Whatever the case is, we're going to look internally and work our way out, right? Instead of having to, purchase a product that we think is going to help us, that half the time will not help us, right? It's only addressing the symptom and not the internal root cause, right? So that's what these techniques are for. They are here to help us improve our lives by, taking control over our internal state and allowing us to benefit, wholly. Now, my first technique for you guys is actually deep breathing. Now, we're all well aware that if you are stressed, if you have any kind of anxiety, if you take that deep breath, you can gain your composure back. But there is a Japanese study that shows you should not just take one deep breath, right? You should actually be taking 6 deep breaths in a 30-second window. Now, doing so has actually shown that not only will it surpass the 1 deep breath, but the 6 deep breaths actually dramatically reduce your blood pressure. And this actually helps you gain your composure better. It actually helps you focus better in the moment to alleviate a lot of stress, to alleviate a lot of anxiety. Now, one thing I actually want you guys to do when you are taking these 6 deep breaths is to breathe through your nose. Our nose is our filtration system, right? You want to try to filter out as much of the air that we're breathing in as possible. Now, if you ever notice with these high performers, high athletes, or even SEAL team members, right? If they're in extreme danger or, they're trying to be at that peak performance, they always try to breathe in through their nose. Now, there have been times when your body, just wants oxygen, so you can't help but breathe in through your mouth, and that's because your body just needs the massive amount of volume of air as it can get at one time. But if you all notice through any of these high performers or SEAL members, whoever it may be, they always try to breathe through their nose. When they're conscious about it, they try to breathe in through their nose, and for good reason, right? Because you perform better, your brain function is better, your alertness to danger and the way you react to things is dramatically increased when you breathe through your nose. So just remember that when you're taking these 6 deep breaths, to try to breathe in through your nose, try to breathe out through your nose as much as possible, and you notice that it will make a big difference in not only your mood, but it will help the stress, it will help the anxiety, it will help you improve your life. Now, what we want to do is actually be implementing this deep breathing technique on a daily basis, right? We want to be consistent and trying to maintain our health, our mood, our blood pressure way before our blood pressure actually spikes, right? This way it will help us, and if we're doing that on a consistent basis, you know, when any kind of stress or anxiety comes, we are a little bit more prepared and we know how to handle it a little bit better. So try to implement every day on a daily basis, even if you're not stressed, even if you don't have anxiety. I would highly suggest just before you go to bed to actually do the deep breathing technique, and will help lower your blood pressure so that way you can have more restful sleep. So if you guys like this video, please smash that like button and remember to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the videos on the series. And until next time, I will see you guys later.